Close SportsPulse, the Zion vs. Tacko duel lived up to the hype in the most exciting game of the tournament. USA Today's Scott Gleeson breaks down how Duke was able to avoid a historic upset. USA TODAYAs. As much as the NCAA Tournament is about upsets and Cinderellas, it's also about watching the projected NBA draft picks, and in the Knicks' case, the projected top 5 picks. That's almost certainly where they're going to drafting as they move closer to finishing the regular season with the NBA's worst record. They'll have a 14% chance at the No. 1 overall pick, a 47.9% chance at the 5th pick, but that's as low as they would fall. March Madness, winners and losers from the first weekend. There's no sure thing as to where a player will be drafted, but the potential top 5 picks have become clearer. That being said, a lot could change between now and June and no one really knows exactly what NBA teams are thinking, but here's an unofficial, early ranking of the 5 players projected to go within the top 5 picks. 1. Zion Williamson. Duke forward Zion Williamson reacts after getting called for a foul against Central Florida during the second half of a second-round game in the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament Sunday, March 24, 2019, in Columbia, South Carolina. Duke 177-76, AP photo, Sean Rayford photo. The Associated Press. Talents like Williamson don't come around too often. Williamson is a 6'8", 285-pound combination of speed, athleticism and explosiveness. He's a force around the rim and routinely throws down thunderous dunks. While he's not a dangerous shooter yet, that part of his game is improving. Williamson's passing ability is an underrated strength, and his instincts are stellar. There's been debate about what position he would play in the NBA, but he likely would slot in as a power forward. While he might not dominate the pros like he did college basketball, at least not right away, it would be awfully difficult to pass up on a player of his potential. Zion has been the projected number 1 overall pick all season, and there's been nothing to change that. A player of Williamson's status seems like a perfect match for New York, too. Ja Morant, Murray State's Ja Morant finished with 28 points in a loss to Florida State. Photo, Robert Deutsch, USA Today Sports. If there was any lingering doubt, his play in the NCAA Tournament dispelled it. Ja Morant is the real deal. This isn't just a talented player in the Ohio Valley Conference. He would be just as much a force in the NBA. Morant scored 28 points in the Racers' second-round loss to Florida State on Saturday, giving his team every chance to stay in the game, at least for much of the first half. Morant just didn't have enough help. He finished his sophomore season averaging 24.5 points, 5.7 rebounds and 10 assists, while shooting 49.9% from the field and 36.3% from three-point range. His court vision and passing skills are elite, and he's just as known for his dunks as Zion Williamson. Morant is a dominant point guard who has the potential to be a game-changer in the NBA. He would be an electrifying player for the Knicks. For most of the season, Barrett was considered the likely No. 2 overall pick behind Williamson, but Morant's recent play has changed that on many draft boards. The freshman had 16 points, 8 rebounds and 4 assists in the Blue Devils' nail-biter win over UCF on Sunday. He's an excellent prospect who can shoot but is also aggressive in driving to the rim. For the season, he's averaging nearly 8 rebounds per game as a guard. Barrett is a relentless scorer whose game should translate well to the NBA, and his versatility should also be an asset. Any team that lands Barrett would be just fine. Culver has steadily, and quietly, risen up draft boards this season, working himself into the projected top 5, and for good reason. Averaging 18.8 points while shooting nearly 40% from the field and 40% from the perimeter, the 6'5", 195-pound Culver is a versatile, all-around player who can make an impact on both ends of the floor. Thank you. You're almost signed up for Fire and Ice. Keep an eye out for an email to confirm your newsletter registration. More newsletters. 5. Cam Reddish. Duke forward Cam Reddish, 2, makes a move against North Dakota State guard Jordan Horn, 33, during the first half of a first-round game in the NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament, Friday, March 22, 2019, in Columbia, SC. AP photo, Sean Rayford. Photo, The Associated Press. Reddish has often been underwhelming in his freshman season, but in a fairly weak draft, he still is among the prospects with the best NBA potential. He's averaging 13.6 points per game while shooting just 35% from the field and 32% from three-point range, but a team is going to bank on his 6'8", 218-pound frame playing well at the next level. Reddish is solid defensively, which certainly helps his draft stock. There has been some concern about his motor, but probably not enough to considerably hurt his draft status. The team that takes him will do so with the understanding that Reddish has work to do, but his long-term potential is worth taking a shot on. He hasn't been stellar this season, but his raw talent is strong. More NY Knicks news. Dr. Fizz. Clippers. Doc Rivers can relate to what New York Knicks David Fizdale is going through. More injuries. Kevin Knox, Frank Ntilikina suffer injuries in New York Knicks loss to Clippers the rookie, where Knicks rookie center Mitchell Robinson has quietly made steady progress. Mail. Eisman at NorthJersey.com.